Welcome back, Sparks. If you're new here, you're welcome. We are just a tribe of souls trying to go through this life a little bit better than how we came into it, learning how to love our souls. Let me turn this down. I say this every time. Sometimes I forget I'm listening to music, but we're just a community who are just going through experiences together and sharing how God is talking to each one of us, waking us up to the glory that he has. So you're welcome. Doesn't matter your background, your religion, whether you believe in God or not, God believes in you, and God cannot not believe in himself. So even an atheist is welcome here, because the soul is going to hear what the soul needs to hear. So for you guys that are new, I'm Empress Leslie Nicole. I have been called by God to bridge the gap by sharing my life's journey in the different pathways of love that he's entrusted me with, and I've grown to overcome in my life lessons. So I have found the end of the rainbow. I have all the treasures and wealth and abundance God can give me for what I need to learn. And I know and have so much so of that knowledge that I am now sharing it with you as the charge he has on my life, but also to help you understand that your relationship with God, the Trinity, is a precious thing, and I'm watching a tree branch, literally, like, the wind was blowing so hard that it was like brushing the roof of my house. That is so cute. So that was for someone. But I'm sharing this information. It's like if you win the lottery, and I mean you win the lottery, like you've gotten so much blessings that if you store it up, you would be greedy. You wouldn't be in the will of God, right? Like, because God's love doesn't cost. It's your relationship of your soul, right, between you and God. And so I've went through so much in my life that I'm learning from life lessons, and I'm allowing God to teach me how to live in my most divine self, how to love myself, how to stand in his commandments. And the main reason I'm here is to bring honor back to the kingdom and glory to his crown. There's no more babysitting. I'm human. I'm just human. That's an excuse. We're spirit in a human body. Especially us that are striving to know him. Don't fake know him. And when you do that, you'll start finding all the things you got to fix within you. That's one thing about God. You'll never go to him and for help and assistance or love, for companionship, for anything, and he stares you to worrying about fixing someone else. That is not how the Trinity works. That's not how your soul works, and that's not how love works, because you can't give what you don't have. And if you don't learn how to fix those things in your soul, you're going to continue to project the imperfect things. And I'm not saying you have to be perfect, because there was only one perfect one. That was our brother and our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Blessings to you, King of Kings, who died for the very intention that I'm doing what I'm doing, what a lot of people are called to do. We have an obligation. Once you know more, you start to do more, do better, start to understand that, wow, I've actually changed my insides to learn to yield the power of love by allowing people to cuss you out in your face and take yourself out of that situation and say, wow, your intentions was to love that person, and yeah, I might not be all the way correct. My intention was never to hurt this so-called mother, son, brother relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, whatever. Your intention is what's judged by God. Blessings receive, Father. Blessings receive, archangels. And so when you start yielding more power of God and more power of love, because God is love, right? That's why we say love and light. Light is truth. That's why I do this. Love and light. Love is for God always. Truth is light to lead the way. I will never cross my path and ever stop saying love and light. So when I'm telling you something, I'm not telling you something I wouldn't tell my own children. My children are learning. My children are doing leaps and bounds with life lessons. They're understanding how to connect their heart pain to what a life lesson is, to the Word of God, and to the confirmation between their relationship and God that is measured in their heart space. It is a chain reaction of submitting and letting go and allowing God to teach you how to get where you need to be. So I actually came on to give you guys a cute little message, but just like every time, the Trinity will send me in different ways for that collective or that soul or souls that need to hear it. And I did need to say earlier, lessons received, those palm trees are just going crazy, that at times I will cut the video if I'm called to have that personal time. That's my boundary in doing this. I will share as much as God gives me. But then there's times, I'm living in the real right now when I'm recording this. I'm not trying to go and edit and say, oops, I said this wrong. Everything I speak, my intention is pure. So if I do something wrong or incorrect, that's me needing to learn, right? And you guys, kind of when you're listening to me, and I may be talking about myself, I am trying to find ways to be more descriptive so it can apply to you. So if it makes sense, or you feel like, that's happening to me, that is my goal. Because I'm not trying to get on here to talk about myself. I'm trying to explain, to bridge that gap of the heart pain, the life lesson, and following God, and how once you start doing those things, it's going to help you in life. Because when adversaries come, foreign or domestic, those so-called believers that love God but treat you like shit, or the true enemy, right? You will see who you are in God, and it won't affect you. Like, it won't even affect your aura, your spirit, your inside, your heart, your anxiety. You know how you guys are in, or we're in uncomfortable situations. When God heals that part of you, of that conscious level, you're able to sit in front of people that they feel like you too are adversaries. But really, you're looking at it past that I'm in so much love with God in my walk that they can't see that this happened for a reason. Find God in all things. Glory to the King of Kings, right? Glory to his name first. Oh, I think my bird is back, if I'm seeing the reflection. I have this bird, and there's a story behind it. I don't know if I've posted it, but it comes back all the time. And I haven't seen this bird in a long time, so I don't know if he's... okay, I don't know if he's trying to get my attention or what, but that's a gift from God, because he or she, whatever it is, likes to play games with me, swoop down and do some... Let's just say, it's not natural, normal for birds to come and swoop down and play in a non-volatile way. So this may be my friend, I'm pretty sure. But that's a whole nother story. But I just wanted to let you know, sometimes I will cut that, because that's how I work with God to fix things in my life. And I'm not gonna make it seem like the video is seamless. My videos are going to be as choppy as my messages, because they're for certain people, right? Certain souls need to hear it. And so I can only be obedient as God tells me to be. Everything that I decided I wanted to do, emperors and empresses, that I designed and wrote out, and even if God told me, I was being obedient. I was creating, I was journaling this very thing here, because this is what I like to do. I like to share God's gifts that he's shown me and my children, that wealth, to everyone, because I have enough of the lottery money. I have enough of it that, am I going to hoard it and become an adversary, be guilty of love abuse? No. even in the knowledge that God gives me, I still have to walk and share this with others. Like, you literally can find that insurance and peace that God promises you. Let me turn that down. It's making me want to shout louder. Like, no. Gosh, I hope that wasn't too loud. But the reason why I'm doing this and the reason why I'm doing the video, and I know I kind of jumped everywhere, but I'm getting back to, you know how when you hit the lottery, you have so much money, like, what are you going to do with it? You share it. Like, I mean, I'm talking about that kind of knowledge and wealth. So it's like, not only do I want to do that, my intention wants to do that. That's my charge and calling. So I'm actually living in what God's obedience is for me. And this is what I want to do. This is one of my gifts and my desires that he says for coming here and wanting to learn and be a vessel for him, I get to have, and I get to have fun. And that was why I was going to actually initially start this video today. Was I had written down in devotion, holiday gift giving, right? I think I'm still going to name it that because that's what I wanted to talk about. And what I wrote down was, give yourself childlike fun, right? Give yourself your hopes, dreams, and desires, because God is all things our emotions. None of our emotions are not God, meaning he wants you to have fun. He wants you to be professional. He wants you to be a little sexy in the bed. He wants you to be I'm trying not to offend people because everyone is on different conscious levels. So I try to respect people's conscious level because a lot of people are still hung up on cursing. And that's a man-made word that if you think God, the Trinity, is that small to think that because you're cussing, that's an issue. No, the intentions of why you're doing it is the issue. It's all intention based. So when I say this, it's like even if you want to get feisty as a motherfucker or whatever, if that's offensive, I'm not trying to be. But what I'm saying is there is no hurt in my heart for saying that because I am all things is my intention. I never deny myself who God made me to be. Now in that, I am forbidden to hurt another soul. Blessings received, Father. I'm forbidden to use that love abuse to hurt someone or stand in blessings received, stand in my authority. And because I know who I am in God, and I know I could send whatever adversary or demon. Now, demons, we'll talk about that later because I have expelled those. They have no mercy and no grace from me because they don't know God. But those believers who don't quite know God yet, that are on a different conscious level, trust me, I will let you cuss me out. And this may be a good tip, right? Because we talk about the tricks the enemy does. A good tip for you in sharing your wealth or getting out here doing these things of your gifts. Some of you are supposed to be on social media speaking. Some of you are supposed to be doing other things. But you have to live in those gifts and those measures that God has for you. My pages will not stop, and it's distracting me because I had a point. It'll come back. Oh, I know what it was now because that's what the enemy does. The enemy will trick. And I was talking about tips. I will let you cuss me out. I will let you feel like you're right all up and down. You might hurt my feelings. You might make me cry. But because I know who I am, those tears aren't really for me. I am authentic and will feel that energy. If it makes me feel that way, I'm not going to hold it in and be in my ego. I don't have an ego. I will cry. I will release those feelings because those are of God. God holds those tears. So I will, emperors and empresses, let them cuss you out. Let them talk. When you become at a higher conscious level and you're like, wow, how in the world could they think I was this nasty? Why are they doing this to me? You just got to give them grace. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know that they're sowing their own poison, their own seeds, because they can't read intentions. I mean, oh, yellow butterfly, that was for you, not me, someone. Oh, you have to have that grace and that mercy for them, and I'm not saying to back down from everything. Now, there's different levels of safety and different levels of things that you can't tolerate, and yet there are times you to fight back and there's times you don't. Like, there's times that love has walked into a room and flipped the table over full of wine, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to leave it right there partially. I know I had said I was going to make some funnies to put in between my breaks when I go before the Trinity. But life has caused me to keep going through things, and it's like I missed you guys so much that I didn't have time to really create because I was going through life lessons and stuff. And so I was like, dang, I want to get back online. Like, I'm really loving sharing with my Sparks. Us Sparks, I should say. I don't want to be too possessive, but I love you guys. So there, intentions. I'm not trying to be controlling. I love you for tuning in and listening. My head's itching. But I'm going to take a break. When I do have time, that is my plan and goal, is to create some fun things, to give myself a holiday gift, and my holiday gift for me that would make me happy is more creation, more things that I want to do. It doesn't matter if it's making money, it makes me happy. Whether that's making music, love that. I'm engineering sounds right now, and I think it's the most coolest thing, or shooting guns, or playing with my dogs. You know, I'm gonna put all of the things that I love online. You know, I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone, because right now I'm loving doing them. I don't really want to share them with you, but I think I'll do that. I think if God permits me, 2 yellow butterflies, if God permits me to share that part of my life, then I will start putting out more video. Oh, the bumblebee is back, yeah, there it is. And if you saw my other videos, we know what that means. We don't swat at them or anything, though. They're reacting to the energy that you possess. So, well, at least to your, I'm still nervous. I can feel it, but it's almost like when the bumblebee or the bee or flying thing, aside from a fly or mosquito, something like that have no value. I kind of like breathe in my love. Like when you breathe in really deep, you're consuming as much love that God has provided you, which is the breath in your body. I breathe in that nervous energy, like, oh, it's gonna sting me. I breathe that in, and it is so powerful. It like rejuvenates me. And I don't know if I stumbled upon that's what God wants me to feel like. Another yellow butterfly. That's for you, not me. I don't know. I've just been embracing it. It's been pretty cool. But, you know, I want you guys to go in your gifts. You know, Christmas time is coming up, and however you celebrate it, and your religious or your cultural backgrounds, it's the time of giving and the time of reflecting. Why don't you, for once, start loving yourself and reflect on what makes you happy and go do those things? Like, why not? Like, why not paint the picture? Why not? Oh, I want to open up a garage and work on cars. Why not? I want to start this business, or I want an in-ground pool. Why not? Like, you have to, whatever makes you happy, that you know that it came from God, I say do it. That's all the blessing you need. That's why people hate so much when God blesses someone, because what you want God to do for you, He does exceedingly above anything you could ever ask. And then people, the adversaries and the demons that hate on you for being obedient. That's all this is. That's all what bringing honor back to the kingdom and glory back to the crown, meaning your soul is the crown, kingdom is God, by representing God's kingdom in love and understanding to do the hard things. Yes, of course, you should be giving yourself gifts. You should be walking in that bag of gifts that He gave us for our birthright, because His word is our life insurance. The love laws is our life insurance to walk through this earth while we're taking punches and kicks from adversaries, meaning our life lessons, or the demons, which is the devil who wants to stop our pure existence. We have so many different assignments, but we can't get past the first 3D assignment of love. He can't even bless us with the opening of our eyes and the opening of awareness, because we can't get through hating each other's skin color, right? This is all steps in what He wants for us, right? He wants us to have all the love and the things He gave us, but we can't yield those kind of gifts if we don't start working on our life lessons, working on ourselves, working on forgiveness. Forgiveness is hard. Love is hard at times, but love can be from this spectrum of being hard, from an adversary or a demon, to the love of blessings he given you. That's love, because even in that corrupts people. They fall out of alignment because he's blessed them so much. They forget to put him first and who gave it to them. I'm not in here to do this for counts and stuff, guys. Like, I literally know, because God is telling me there are people who are just like you, Empress. There are people out there who need to hear it. There are people out there that think, oh, she's alone, she doesn't have anyone. I walk with the Trinity every day of my life. I know who I am. And so in that, and it makes my life so much easier. I can get through stuff so much easier. And now I see my children at their age getting through it easier. I was like, wow. I told my daughter the other day, if I was your age, whenever I got this spiritual awakening, I would be a badass bad spiritual gangster. Like, I'm a spiritual gangster now, but wow. But that wasn't the plan. I'm a generational curse breaker. So if you're listening to this, you are a generational curse breaker, because there is no mistakes. You wouldn't be listening to this or this far into this reading at 23:07 on the timer and it not be you being completed into another lesson, and 7 being God saying this is your destiny. You wouldn't even be listening to this. So I want to leave you with this very quick. I'm going to go and be with the King for a while. I need to readjust, because there's like a lot of energy that happens when I'm talking to you guys that is really hard to balance it, right? It's like I have so many downloads. I got to talk to this soul, but I got to talk to this soul, and I may be talking to someone who's intimately close to me, but then I have to protect their identity. Like, all of this is going on in my head while I am talking to you and trying to get the messages out. So I'm practicing, the delivery, what God tells me to do. And on top of that, they're funny, y'all. Like, it's like I'm trying to concentrate and someone's making jokes. It's like, I don't know. We'll have to get into that on another episode. But I'm going to go be before the Father and ensure that I'm not getting lazy at the tongue when presenting, understanding if there's some kind of attack on my throat chakra. He also, heaven just told me, some of you guys that are representing him and the Trinity, God, the Holy Spirit, and the Son, you're misrepresenting him incorrectly by separating his divinations. I don't know exactly the artist's name. My face is itching right by my mouth. I don't know, but he's a rapper that's telling me I have the authority to say it, and I love his music. But he had said something like, you can keep your chakras. Well, your chakras is how the science and the metaphysical of how God coded and created us. As I see 2 birds distant and afar. We are separated for the lack of knowledge. And although this artist, I love it, I still dance to his music. He's misinformed and programmed. But it doesn't mean he's wrong. See, his intentions are right. So he's still judged. Even when he's wrong, he's still judged at his most spectacular, because God knows that he's a soldier for him. That's why he's living in his gifts and blessings and writing songs and doing it. He's just misinformed on what his blessing truly is, right? So in doing that, I never want to be misinformed or lackadaisical. What is it? My higher self that knows, because I have the gift of knowing. I just know. But then there's things that I don't know. God will have to tell me. And there are a lot of things I ask God, says no. It's not, I think my friend is back. Let me put my arms up. I don't know if you can see him in the frame. I can see him in the reflection of my my video. And I was just getting ready to cut it. Let me see. Where is he? I think he's up high. So let me see. Can you see him? You see him anywhere? I don't know if you can see him, but he was up there flying around. I don't see him in the reflection, so I don't think he's here anymore, but he comes when a lot of times when God is leveling me up in a conscious life lesson. Like there's conscious levels, but then there's life lessons within those conscious levels. And the more I learn, the more powerful lessons receive. Spirit, that wind is beautiful. You can yield more power, love. That means you can yield more forgiveness. If I didn't do the work, my latest trip with some former friends, this chapter is now closed. I wouldn't have been as strong in my power. And heaven, they thank me. Like I cried so bad. I mean, they were just so mean. It was like when you needed a friend, they gave me enemy energy. But because of my conscious level, I've allowed my soul to feel it. Because God will, again, hold your tears. He catches your tears because he knows your intention. And I gathered myself together and I said, okay, God, what is the mission? I was able to endure it because he wouldn't have had me. Our Father and the Trinity will never have us in a place that is detrimental to us. It's only to grow his soul. Grow your soul, or you're strong enough to be the light in the dark place to expel demons, those type of things. Okay? So I was able to yield enough love power to let them do these things that were just so, I was like, wow, they turned on me like crazy. But God imparted so much love in me that I didn't feel a thing. Blessings received, you know. And then it was confirmed when I went back to my day job. And, you know, I'm walking and I spoke. And it was like a nasty kind of high. Like, I don't really feel like speaking to you. And I was like, wow, God, that makes my heart hurt. Like, I thought we had closure in the car, but was it a lie or was it intentions, right? Because I can't read someone's intentions. Someone can say they love you all day long, and you can believe it, but the only one that knows they're telling the truth is God and the Trinity. And so they're telling me it's almost time. It's 12:45, I think. But anyway, I wanted to get that out. I guess they're telling me I can go ahead and close it out. I don't have to break, but I still might break just to kind of make sure I didn't miss someone that I was supposed to give a message to. But a rap song, that's so cute. I just wanted to leave you guys with the fact that in that moment of confirmation, I didn't feel a thing again. I didn't feel anger towards her. I didn't feel resentment. I felt sad. I felt like, God, when you put us through things to grow love, a lower conscious level, even though they love you, right? And they don't even know what they're doing against the offense of the kingdom. You know, chapters and things can close and offenses can be made whole with apologies and true forgiveness and love. And that tells you if a person still is holding on to grudges, they don't quite know how to utilize and yield the power of that kind of love. Okay? So let me close it out, though. I do want you guys to think about gifting yourself next month. Right? Think of all the things that you want to do and shoot me some pictures or send me videos of or if you have links to your channels or whatever. I want to see what you guys are up to. Like maybe some of you will call to revamp that whole a day in a life thing. You know, it was hot for a minute, then it kind of went away, and you know, but I think in anything you do out of intention, it doesn't matter if it's hot today or not. If it's your intention to glorify the kingdom, well, I said that backwards, but I still feel the same way. But to give honor to the kingdom by glorifying your crown, like glorifying the crown, the soul, and the God that's in you, do it. I don't care if it's building race cars and starting a soapbox derby campaign, or I don't know what you guys are into, right? But do it. I want you guys to know that, you know, I take what I tell you very seriously. I'm going to get better at it. I do like it, and I do like having fun coming. And I honestly thought that it was going to be my kids and like one or two people that really got it. Because like in my day life, my life, I don't meet many people that understand my conscious levels, and it's very hard to communicate. So to see as many sparks on the channel that I see, I'm overwhelmed. Blessings received, Father, and the Holy Trinity. You hear my palm trees clapping? Because I'm walking in my gifts. That is a message for you, emperors and empresses. Go get in your gifts. They just gave us confirmation. My little palm trees are just clapping for you. You guys are some of you are going to be famous. Some of you guys are going to be world renowned for what you're bringing to this earth and to the kingdom. You guys have gifts of God in you that are waiting to come out. Do you feel that wind picking up? You guys, we have got to hold on to who you are. Go have fun while you're doing it, and think about your list. Hey, shoot, send me in the comments. Like, tell me what your what you want to do, what your interests are, because you probably won't believe mine. I'm probably gonna list my interests too, maybe, or I may just step out of my comfort zone and just film them. I really don't want to film them though. I'm like so private. Okay, I might start off with my doggies because they are super, super, super cute. I'll think about something, put it out. But I want you to know, if you haven't been told today, that you are loved. Know that I love you. I'm sending you many, many blessings. Love and light.